Just running a quick test here just to make sure that everyone can hear the stream. We're just running a quick couple of tests because tomorrow is going to be a very, very prolonged active day where we are going to have several rounds of opportunities for storms in our viewing area. And we need to make sure we are prepared, that we know what is going to happen for tomorrow. This is a live look at the radar right now. You can pretty much tell that there is not a whole lot going on right now. We've got a few bits of showers going around right now, but really, I mean, this is nothing. Okay, we got a little bit of showers back over towards parts of Dixon, Centerville, and even down towards parts of Hohenwald and the Napier and Mount Pleasant, Tennessee viewing area, making its way into Nashville for us at this hour. Clarksville's picking up on some good amount of some light showers out there. Again, these are non-severe. There's no lightning. There's nothing going on with these systems for us right now. Lafayette, you had some pretty good rain moving through your area, light showers. Again, that's moving through parts of Red Boiling Springs, passing Red Boiling Springs now, making its way on up into parts of Salina, Tennessee for us at this hour. If it holds together, it'll make it on up into parts of Tompkinsville, Kentucky for us. But that is just about it for parts of the viewing area. So really, what do we need to watch for? We need to watch chances for strong severe storms, okay? Now, a lot of you are probably like, okay, so what exactly are the chances of severe weather that we are going to see? Well, so let me pull this up for you real quick. The last time we were upgraded to a level 3 out of 5, okay? Level 3 out of 5, that is an enhanced risk. That is that 30% chance of seeing a couple of strong to severe storms out there. And with us having that 10% hatch for possible tornadoes, especially during the overnight event, this is something that we need to keep mindful for. So I'm going to pull up the latest information from the National Weather Service. Still keeping that level 3 out of 5 for severe weather, especially as we work our way in towards tomorrow afternoon, going into the evening hours, the nighttime hours, heading into our Monday. That level 3 really expands for parts of Indianapolis, Memphis, Tennessee, even into parts of our viewing area here in Nashville, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Cincinnati, Ohio. That's where we're looking at that level 3 out of 5, that enhanced risk. And then we do have a level 2 out of 5 for areas in Chicago, Illinois, Dallas, Texas, Detroit, Michigan, Columbus, Ohio, even into parts of Cleveland, Ohio. And then we also have a marginal risk that is there as well for areas in parts of Jacksonville, Florida, Austin, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and also parts of New Orleans, LA as well. So the 10% hatch is still there. Okay, and that 10% hatch really extends for parts of Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Clarksville, Tennessee, Louisville, Kentucky, and Evansville, Indiana. Okay, so when we say 10% hatch, that means there is a 10% or greater probability of seeing some EF2s to possibly, EF2 to EF5 tornadoes within a 25 miles of a point. So we're not saying that everyone in the state of Tennessee is going to see strong tornadoes, but we are expecting several tornadoes to pop off tomorrow. Okay, so it is very important. Well, we're actually talking about today rather now because it is after night. Okay, it is 12:05. So we are kind of expecting this to start to later tonight during the overnight hours. And then, during the overnight hours, that's when we're really expecting some to be strong to severe. Okay, so we want to keep you guys weather aware as far as that because it's very important that you guys know that, right? We are also going to be looking at the some damaging winds because really the winds are just going to be howling out there. Okay, so expect some damaging winds. Again, as I said, you've got that 30% there. So that is about 235,268 areas of a square miles. Okay. The area population that percentage pertains is a lot. Okay. So we want to make sure that you guys are really paying attention to the damaging winds, the large hail, and obviously, it's Sunday, people are going to be outside. Um, but we want to make sure that you guys know that when it's time to get inside, when you see lightning, you see something like that, just know it is time to get inside. So again, large hail is going to be another one that we're going to keep in mind, but really, we're going to really keep a very close eye out for those tornadoes today. Now, most of the event, I did get word from my buddy of mine that did say that Oklahoma's I think their weather websites was down. But again, you can kind of tell. The system is here, okay? It's still on out in the west right now, but it is going to slowly start making its way towards our viewing area a little later on tonight. Okay, so we've already got looks like a tornado watch that expires in about 52 minutes. So again, this is not for our area, but again, just something keep in mind over the next couple of hours. Maybe you may be going to bed or something like that. So just kind of take a look at this storm system here. I just want you guys to kind of see how destructive this thing has been. I did get some reports earlier about causing some damage. A little earlier as this storm was kind of intense. That's why there's tornado watches. That's why there's severe thunderstorm warnings that you see now. And some of these severe thunderstorm warnings that you see, some of them can be very destructive. Severe thunderstorm warnings can be destructive. They can be just as worse as a tornado warning. So we want to make sure that we take precautions of both of them. Look at that one. That one has 61 mile per hour wind gusts that was reported at the McKinney Airport down in the Texas area. So this just goes to show you how strong this system really is. We have a little tornado icon exactly right there. So not all the time does that mean that there's an active tornado warning, but it is something that we tend to kind of keep in mind. So, when you start to see kind of color codings like this, it's something that, really we kind of pay attention to. We kind of pay attention to stuff like this. So, that one probably should have a tornado tag on it there. Looks like we got some more action up here, some more rotation up here. Okay, so this is something that, we kind of keep an eye on. We want to watch for areas of rotation. Now, again, this is not in our viewing area, but it is something that we want folks to be like, okay, hey, this is what's coming. We need to be prepared. We just want you guys to be aware of what's going on. So again, like I said, all is quiet right now. There are a few areas of showers that are popping up on radar right now. These are non-severe. Some of them are very light showers for us at this hour. But again, this is something that we want you guys to be weather aware of. We want you guys to be like, hey, okay, Laurente is telling us what's going on. We need to be prepared for this. And again, one of those ways is making sure that if you're going to be up, at night or sleeping at night, make sure that you have multiple ways to receive warnings. So you can turn your cell phone from not from do not disturb to on, to where it doesn't silence any notifications. You actually get those notifications. A lot of you follow me on Facebook. A lot of you follow me on a lot of social media platforms. So make sure that you have those social media platform notifications turned on. You can also turn the weather alerts on your phone as well. That's another great way of being able to stay weather aware. Okay, very important that you guys do that as well. Sorry, guys, I don't know why I am so tired today. But I'm just very super tired. But we want to make sure that you guys stay absolutely weather aware. So make sure if you have a NOAA weather radio, that one is another one that's going to be your best friend as well. So there are lots of stuff that you guys can use that will be your best friend. Okay, so again, and I always say this, it's very important that I always go over this because a lot of people get it mixed up. When we say, a warning versus a watch, we want to make sure that you guys understand when we say a tornado watch. So when we say tornado watch, that means watch means watch out, okay? Have that plan ready just in case if that watch then becomes into a warning. Now, when we say tornado warning, that means it is time to take action immediately. Okay, absolutely immediately. Okay, so again, I'll say this one more time so you guys can understand. Watch means watch out. Have that plan ready. Okay, in case something strikes. Watch means have that plan. And I say this, and you guys are probably wondering, why is he saying the same thing over and over and over? It is very important that you guys understand how important this weather is for our area. Okay, if you guys can remember the March 3rd tornado that happened back in 2020, okay, it came through the overnight hours, and it came through parts of the Dixon area. It started in Dixon, and after that tornado went through Dixon, it kind of damaged areas in the Nashville area, and then it got stronger. Okay, got stronger or weakened, and then got stronger, and issued a warning out for folks in Putnam County. So when we say watch means watch out, have that plan ready, it is very super important that you guys take very precaution, okay? Talk with your friend, your family, talk to your loved ones, talk to the people that you care about, that you would want their lives to be just as important as yours is. Okay? We cannot stress that enough because it is very super important. Okay? Again, like I said, warning means you've already had time to plan everything out. It is time to get where you got to go immediately. Okay? Of course, we'll have team coverage for you guys pretty much all throughout the day tomorrow. And of course, I'll have a forecast for you guys in the morning as well. And so we're just going to keep you guys updated to the best that we can. And of course, if we lose some sort of power, we'll find ways to continue to keep you guys safe as well. A lot of you have asked as well, bathrooms, the tubs are a great one to go for your hiding spots. Also, not just that, but if you have like a closet, anything that doesn't have to do anything with windows, you're in good hands. If all else fails, you do have your vehicle, just try to protect yourself too. And if you happen to be in your home or you're in an apartment, I was always told that putting a pillow over your head also helps as well. So if you have a pillow, that works just as twice as great. The reason why I'm not on the green screen right now, I actually can be. I don't know if it would actually put me on there, but I actually can be, but I'm not at this moment. But because of the simple fact is I just want you guys to just take a look at radar right now. Okay, I just want you guys to be able to just look at radar, get the feel of what's going on to our friends out in the West. Okay, and a little bit later in the day, it would not surprise me if the National Weather Service starts to start putting us in a mesoscale discussion a little bit later on today. It would definitely be much needed as we have this active weather going on here. And then not just that, but we also have some some snow going on in parts of the Minnesota and the northern Wisconsin. They've got freezing rain. That is a big concern right now, but there has been some snow or snow flakes that have been reported in this area as well. So we've got freezing rain going on up in parts of the central Minnesota and northern Wisconsin area, and then back over in the west towards Oklahoma, down towards Texas and Springfield, close to Kansas City. We have stormy weather, so it is just a messy setup. Okay, and like we always say, March, April, and May tends to be our best time for severe weather. Okay, so but we will definitely keep you guys in the loop, especially throughout the day and when we get closer with this setup. But right now, we just really wanted to just kind of go live just to test out to make sure that everything is working the way that it's supposed to be. And it looks like everything is working absolutely just fine. So what we are going to do is we're going to sign off for the night. And we will keep you posted. I'll have a forecast for you tomorrow morning as we will start our Storm 12 alert. It starts literally in the morning. It started at midnight and it is already 12:18. So we're going to sign off. We will keep a very close eye on things throughout the day. And of course, for a good majority of you, I will see you at 4 a.m.